I haven't even uploaded the last one yet or thought of a title, but I'm still carrying on. I think Mr. Lover Lover is going to come up. He just came up and did that little croaky, like, meow. He actually puts a huskiness into his meow. Fucking, they know what they're doing, don't they? He's a fucking clever little shit. He really is a devious little bastard. Come on, mate. Come on. Furriness. Anyway, what was I on about? I know what I was going to say. I'm going to message him in a minute, actually. It was one of the people that spoke up for me. I can't remember on which post it was, actually. I can't remember on which post it was. One of my tantrums. But it was just the phrase he used. It was like me typically gave like a sort of 4.5 paragraph reply. And they reply in like a couple of sentences. Everyone else doesn't communicate enough. I think that's what it is. I'm told I talk too much. But people just put words are powerful. And I think I replied with what I wanted to say. But maybe not. Because I wanted to say like, and same with yours. And it really isn't a lot, like a couple of sentences. A lot of the powerful ones, like on the post with the dancing and stuff. And people who I knew were doing it in response to what I'd written, but they didn't say anything about the bullying or anything. They just balanced out the negative with positive. And just wrote something like, Mikey, fucking killing it, mate, or something. There was a couple of them that were really quite short, but I knew exactly what they meant. Me, I fucking saw a subtext. Ta-da! It can happen. But it's not common, is it, Giz? Giz doesn't speak in subtext. Well, he kind of does, actually. He kind of does. I love you means feed me and shit like that. I don't know, yes, sometimes. But he's been fed and watered and out and toileted and everything. So this is just, I want attention, please, at this point. Which is cool because it occupies me a little bit more as well. Maybe it calms me down a bit more, having the neurofeedback in my fingers helps my brain work more slowly. But yeah, it's words are powerful, and that's sort of linked into that, who cares what people think thing. It's, definitely one of the areas where I watch people caring what everyone thinks so much. And when it's in a positive way, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? Who doesn't enjoy a compliment and all that sort of stuff? But it's, it's simplified when we say, oh, who cares what people think? I'm fucking done. Think whatever you like. Think whatever you like. And cut me off if you like. Absolutely fine with that. It's the ones that are halfwayers. Like, I'm only allowed to be me if I don't do this and don't do that, but do that. And do remember that I am such fucking hard work. But yeah, I am fucking hard work. I've got a lot of needs. Which is why I don't really rate highly the prospect of finding successful fucking love. Who the fuck's gonna fall in love? You need to be incredibly in love to be patient enough to fucking handle me. And I'm sorry, not in a really sort of sexy wild ride way. Just stop frazzling your fucking poor brain way. It's no. Because it's not just that, it's the job. And it's the fucking interactions with people in shops and everything that just can always go so fucking horribly wrong. There's always just so... And that's why people give up. That's what subconsciously leads to the sort of schizoid presentation of that total disconnection. And just, I think a lot of them just see people as really fucking... You're the fucking weird one, mate. You're fucking weird. Get the fuck away from me. That's kind of a common interpretation of the typical societal member with their typical interpretations of everything. It's, I just think and interpret on a very different level that I can't quite describe, but always seem to be expected to. Because, yeah, it is always me with the fucking issue. When I go away, the dramas go away. I'm automatically fucking difficult. In a lot of ways. And, I have to fucking accept and celebrate those things because they're just as intrinsically part of me as the fact that my nose is this size and it's put on this position in the middle of this face. It just happened that way. Oh my god, yeah, what's that? I don't know. That was literally live on camera. a very fucking sad, yet scared, yet I don't know emotion that was like a hollow tube that I felt there. That's the kind of body illusions that I get. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I can feel things there. Like when I get the buzzing noise, I can feel it come from here and it makes my eye twitch, but I know that it's come from there. But it's what I'm kind of seeing but feeling inside here at the same time. Do you understand me? Nor the fuck do I. But I know I've had those fucking things happen my whole entire fucking life in living memory. I remember them happening when I was a little kid. Getting fucking static when there'd been a thunderstorm. Getting like and feeling the energy of the air. I go, wow, you can really feel it, can't you? I could almost see like wavy lines in the air. And, it got ridiculised out of me by people who knew better. Because you are more in tune to that sort of shit, aren't you? I think a lot of the people I've met that have been like borderline psychic but not known it, and also the same thing about like women that used to talk to them and they were told that they had an imaginary friend and they're like, no, I used to see her and talk to her. That sort of shit. I didn't see anyone. I don't think I saw anyone and spoke to them, but I always heard voices. That's what I was saying about being on a bit of a path. That's one of the diagnostic criteria for schizotypal is, history of hearing voices. Yeah. Yep. Lots of times. And again, in society, that's enough for somebody to go, all right, okay. I've had that so much. People make that weird, smug, as if there's someone else there that they're going, look at this cunt too. But when they say that with their eyes, and yeah, that's another subtext that I can see. The snottiness or the ridicule that people think I don't notice because they've already decided I'm fucking bonkers because of the shit I come out with. So I'm suddenly a spectacle. I get that quite a lot. Still. So, I don't know. It would be easier to deal with if there wasn't quite so much fucking separation that comes from you lot. Whether all of my separations are imagined or not in my head. And yeah, probably a lot of them are, and probably a lot of them are, I'll go 50% with you. Like I often say, I'll go 50% with you. But, I got distracted by you again. Got distracted by your lovely little face. You just want to know that everything's cool, don't you, I reckon? Because you felt all my weird energy. You want things just to be nice, don't you? Yeah, nice and happy. I don't know what I was going to fucking say. Just, don't know. Do you know what it is? I have had conversations like this with people where I get to that point and I laugh and they just laugh along with me and just keep letting me go. It's difficult to do. I remember saying it to my charge nurse when I did like a review thing, and I talked about blank face, and it was just almost like, yeah, as if you're saying, yeah, and, but you just kind of say it with your eyes. And she went, oh, I like blank face. What she said is, there's always more. There's always more. And there's a thing where people get to a point where they've presented everything and all of the drama, as we call it, but all of the emotion is kind of, and there's a gap. And that's where we think it's time to get the spanners out and dive in at that point. And that's when we cease to give them therapy in a lot of ways. Because we didn't listen to all of it. But then there's a fucking hell of a lot to listen to. Which is why this is such a good fucking medium, because like, I can talk for about 15 minutes at a time. But you get an hour with a counsellor, but that's once a week. You know what I mean? I often used to think fucking all the shit I was finding out in my counselling sessions and my psychotherapy sessions. I'm thinking, oh my god, and seeing the brevity of the situation and how fucked I truly was. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Rubbed his back a little bit too squidgily. I'm sorry, dude. And it's happened again. They get to what about what, Mikey? Don't even know. Don't even know. I'll tell you what, I do feel less intense. I definitely feel less intense. Alright, mate, are we friends again? Oh, what the fuck was I on about now, this time? That was it. Counsellor. That was it. Go. Wow. Well done, Mikey. Thanks, Mikey. But yeah, this is how fucked I am. And now what? Until next week. What? To do what? And find out what? Because I was discussing real life situations and things that were happening and things I was thinking and stuff. And it was like, oh my god. Now I know why. But now I know why I couldn't stop it. It doesn't help me. It's actually telling me why I'm actually pretty fucking screwed. And I was falling to fucking bits. I'm still falling to bits in a lot of ways, but then sometimes you need to fall apart in order to fall back together again, which is a very vague description of something. But I'm thinking, well, how apart do I need to fall and when? And I'm just getting really like, surely this is enough of whatever phase this phase is for it to manifest into the positive thing that it needs to become, that the learnings need to be translated into, the experience needs to be given, or something needs to happen as a result of it. I don't think I'm going to be one of those that writes books about the law of attraction because I've earned millions and all I did was just start really thinking positively and just talk about that's all I did and I just don't know if I'm going to be one of those people. I might write a book one day. I've definitely got enough words in me. It's just sitting down to write the fucking things. And to actually think that anything I've got to say is worth writing a book about. That enough people would buy in order to make it worthwhile writing the fucking thing. It might be a good book. It might be worth reading. But if we're going down the avenue of books, I think it's one of the few areas where you can still make a shitload of money just by being the artist and writing the thing. You can still make one fucking hell of a lot of money from it. So, yeah. Anyway, maybe not a book, but maybe some more moaning for now. Maybe I'll watch these couple back and maybe something else will happen. And maybe, we just don't know. But I'll see her and stroke my pussy.